Hey everyone, and welcome to another vlog with Aim and Standing. This time we'll be discussing the difference between normal coil taps, or coil splitting, and this new tuned coil splitting that people at what the Gibson are doing, which instead of going from the middle of the coil straight to ground, they go through a capacitor, and it's meant to keep a lot of the volume and sound a bit more like a P90. But today I have for you a direct comparison because I'm doing some modding on my guitar. So down here is a lovely LPJ, and in here is the electronics cavity. And you can see I've put two extra wires on here. So these are going from the connected end of the switch. When you pull out the pot, these two are connected, and as are these two. And this is the capacitor that is going to ground instead of the normal route to ground for the coil splitting. So what I'm going to do is I've got these probe wires which I can just hook around the ground wire that goes to the bridge, and so that will short it automatically to ground, and then we can see the sonic differences of the tuned coil tap to split coil tap, and obviously I'll compare that with the humbucker. So okay, first of all, you don't really need to see me to do this, I'll just point at the amp or at the floor. But here's us humbucking as usual. It's very antisocial. That's probably pointed near me. But there's here we're humbucking. Here's a bridge humbuck. Concentrating on playing. Here's the tuned coil tap on the humbucker. I'll do a little bit of humbucker first, and then I'll pull out the pot. Similar volume with those, which is quite nice. Now I'll go between the humbucker and the normal style coil tap. So what I'm going to do is short out the that side of the switch to a ground point, and the ground point I'm going to choose is the bridge because it's the nearest and the easiest, because I can just hook the wire around the bridge wire. Whereas I can't just stick it on the back of a pot. So here's a humbucker. Here's this, the normal coil split. So it's a lot quieter. It's a bit brighter, lacks a little bit of the depth and low end that the coil split, but we'll do a direct comparison between coil split, the tuned coil tap, and this normal coil tap. So here it is on the tuned. Here it is on the normal. I'd say that the volume isn't that different, it's just that the tuned coil tap has a lot more bass. There's a little bit of volume, but back to tuned. A bit more bass in mid-range. We've done the bridge pickup on clean. Kind of the story changes in on overdrive, but we'll do the rhythm pickup on clean, and we won't bother going through all the different combinations of the middle. So here's a rhythm humbucker. Here's it, tuned coil tap, which I personally don't really like. I think it's a bit muddy. It doesn't really have the bright end. Here's the tuned coil tap. Here's the regular coil tap. So there is a lot of volume loss on this. But it retains its brightness, which is what I prefer. So let's do a quick comparison between those two again. It's a little bit too much bassiness for my liking on the tuned coil tap. I can't imagine myself using it in what I play. And here's it back on the regular coil split. So, yeah, that's hopefully given you an idea of. Oh, I compare that with humbucker. This is the normal coil tap. I mean, there's a lot of loss in volume, but I prefer the tone any day. So now that we've done a bit of that, I'll just see what time I've got. Low battery.